It's Week 17 of the NFL, and we'll see the lefty, Tua Tagovailoa. He's going to have to air it out plenty this week. It's the Dolphins and the Pats, and it's all up next on EA Sports.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, we look at this Patriots team entering play. They come in on a one-game winning streak. What do you say we keep that one positive? Because they haven't had much to be positive about lately.
Yeah, let's take it, maybe make it almost like the theater. You're only as good as your last performance. Hopefully they can continue to move forward.
Meanwhile, for our visitors, the Dolphins, they come in riding high. Just one loss in their last 7 games.
It's a very focused team, very disciplined. They've kept the penalties to a minimum, and they're winning football games.
Here's Jason Sanders now to get this one started, and we are underway in Foxborough. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. So here come the Patriots to take over on offense. And they will be led out by their signal caller in his second year in the NFL now.
I tell you what, when he is on schedule for that week, secondaries take notice because you've got to stay alert back there on every snap. A truly powerful arm, one that's capable of challenging any level of the defense on any given play. That's why so many scouts preach arm talent when preparing for the NFL draft. A quarterback with arm strength to make every throw in the book, he's an asset to have in any offense.
And he'll get this up just shy of the 30. Now the rushing numbers for Stevenson from last week, 21 carries, 85 yards.
In a perfect world, they'd run the ball the same way they did last week, but against the #1 rush defense in the league, they're going to have to find a different way to move the ball. Maybe they start throwing it early and come back to the run.
Here's May. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is a defense that's certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
That was their first third down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key third down throws.
They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. It's taken to the 26. They'll call it a punt of 44 yards. The return was for 7, and it'll be Dolphin football. Here is Tua Tagovailoa heading out to lead this Miami offense.
I like this guy, and the reason I do, he tends to stay on an even keel. Doesn't let too much ruffle him. He will manage the game the way it needs to be managed, take what the defense gives him, and then he can strike at times. Had a touchdown pass. Yes, he had an interception last week, but he found a way for his team to win.
They'll run. Here's Devon Achane. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. First down.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
I call it no gain there on the first down play. The Dolphins at 12-3 now on the year. They've been playing their best football of the year, winners of 4 in a row.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
And he's got this down to the 35. And now for him on the season, that is his 80th catch, and the result is a first down. Here's Tagovailoa to throw. Another catch there for Waddle. Now the numbers for Waddle in last week's ball game. He had 200 yards in his sights, but fell a little bit short.
And I think with him coming off of a game like that, you actually run the risk of trying to force it to him too much, because those numbers don't happen every week so easily, but you think that they're going to.
Tua sets up to pass it. Throw caught by Achane. And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. Devon Achane, his 17th 4th touchdown now on the season. And the Dolphins are on the board first here this afternoon. One of the keys to their long winning streak has been scoring first. An ideal drive right there, getting the first 6 points of the ball game.
Do you go back to our meeting with the offensive coordinator? Remember what he told us?
Absolutely.
With some teams, I script to probe in the early part of the game. Other teams, I script to attack. They've been in attack mode for these ball games and continue that in this one.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. So back onto the field come the Pats for their second drive. So, Charles, the season winding down, the playoffs obviously not in their future. As they look ahead to the offseason, what spots do they maybe need to fill?
Well, I think that they like the guy who's calling the plays and throwing the ball. I think that he's a pretty good player. Needs some help, I think, on the perimeter, though. Help him out with receivers, because I think if he gets an upgrade there, his play gets that much better, too.
They'll throw with May. Short pass caught by Henry. Into space at the 45. Look at the big fella go. And finally brought down at the 31-yard line. A big play there for New England. 41 yards. So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory. Down at the 31. Straight ahead at Stevenson. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. The defense showing some anger after giving up the big play. This time they'll lose 1 or 2. You talk about this Miami defense. They were very strong last week in the win over Carolina.
And I'm eager to see the game plan and trying to attack them this week, because when you take it away 4 times through interceptions, do you now decide that I can't throw the ball against this team and try and run it like crazy? Or do you challenge them? This is going to be fun.
So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit.
Let's go now.
To throw, it's May. Checking this down to Stevenson. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. So they'll get 8 out of that completion. And 3rd and 8 now.
Well, they'll use him a lot out of the backfield. He had 5 catches a week ago, and he makes another catch here for good yardage.
From the gun on 3rd down is May. And that one to the right side and incomplete.
Smart move to throw that one away. You're in field goal range, so you definitely don't want to be loose with the ball. And that's great work by this defense to force a 4th down.
Folk's kick is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
And a nice return sets them up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The Dolphins offense led by their running back headed out for the second possession. We'll get a look at the league leaders in receiving touchdowns by a running back, and he sets the pace here in the latter stages of the season. The drive starts with a run from Achane. And some room to work. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 23 yards on the pickup there and a first. Achane here, they stay on the ground. And some room to roam now. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. 61 yards rushing for him as he's got the afternoon off to a great start. Looking to pass. Tua. The throw here right sideline falls incomplete. These two teams met down in Miami earlier this year with the Dolphins winning that one. So they're trying to win here in Foxborough to capture the season series. Off of play action. Tagovailoa. Well, it's a shuffle pass, and it's complete. They'll get him to the ground at the 20 following a pickup of 4. 3rd down at 6. Throwing now is Tagovailoa. They set up the screen. Achane has it. And he takes it down to the 13 and picks up the first. Tua going to give this to Wright. And he'll get about 3 just outside the 10, stopped at the 11.
What a luxury to have a guy like this who can not only spell your starter, but can come in and keep drives going.
Now a toss right side. Achane with it. And he'll take this one inside the 10, down to the 8. 3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting third and about 4 to go. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. Going to the air. Tagovailoa. Touchdown! Jalen Waddle from 8 yards out as his guys are able to extend their lead. And that's an old-fashioned death march there, partner. Took them a lot of plays, but hey, they did the job.
And the defense always preaches getting off the field, making a play, and turning it back over to their own offense. Unable to do so. A long, sustained drive by the offense.
Extra point up and good by Sanders, and that pushes the lead up to 11. So that drive takes him down the field in 8 plays. And it was finished off by a Jalen Waddle touchdown. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30, up to the 33. New England trying to get a place on offense. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
And he'll get this up to about the 40. This defense for the Dolphins, they were very strong last week in the win over Carolina.
And I'm eager to see the game plan and trying to attack them this week, because when you take it away 4 times through interceptions, what do you do now when you go into a game? Do you decide you can't throw the ball? Do you try and run it more? Or do you tell your quarterback, make sure you see your guys open before you deliver?
And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 36. Throwing here is May. Short pass caught by Henry. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. After one, a 14-3 ball game. Start of the second quarter from Foxborough. It's the homestanding Patriots with the football. Here's a 2nd and 5. As they've got it as we resume action. Looking to throw. May. Right back to Henry, and Henry's got it again. And Henry's going to pick up a Patriots first down as he'll get it down inside the 25. Out of the gun, they give it to Stevenson. They'll get this down to the 21, just on the edge of the red zone.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
They run once more with Stevenson. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. The offense on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. To the air, May. Now throw right side here, going to be incomplete. And now a pause. It looks like we have a Patriot injured on the play. Always unfortunate to see an injury, especially this close to the end of the regular season. We'll step aside. Here's Nick Folk now on for the field goal. He connected on his first. This time it's 39 yards away. And the now 40-year-old veteran able to put this one through. And a second field goal here cuts their deficit to 14-6 now. So the 3 points there, and CD, that helps them inch a bit closer.
Yeah, partner, when you're losing, any points you see go on the board in your favor, you're happy to take them.
And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. The Dolphins offense and running back Devon Achane. Their way back out. And he's been a huge factor in the passing game all season long. His numbers reflect that. Currently leads all NFL running backs in receiving yards. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. They'll send a receiver in motion left. Tua going to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing, playing against a good quarterback like he is, to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front, defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
The delay of game backs him up 5, 1st and 15. A give up the middle to right. He'll get about 4 as he's past the 35 to the 38-yard line. Now before this second down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout. So as they talk it over, we step aside. Complete to Washington. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 13 yards on his first catch. It's a first down as well. They'll work the middle here with Wright. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
He's got his man. It's the tight end, Brevin Jordan. And he's got this down a yard or two shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. Trying to keep the drive going here. This is play number 7 on 3rd and 2. They'll try and run for this with Wright. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. No surprise this offense would be able to convert. They're currently 2nd in the league in first downs, and they pick up 1 here.
Yeah, not a stat that we talk about a heck of a lot, but it's a vital one. And in this case, it's really vital because what does it do? Keeps their defense off the field, gives them a chance to rest.
Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he's going to get this inside the 30. The Dolphin passing game rolling here. They've got another first down. Out of the gun, here's a give to Wright. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here. So as they talk it over, we step aside. Over the middle, complete. It's Jordan. And they just keep marching right along. First down on a pickup of 8 there. On the ground, it's Wright. And he's going to get about 4 down inside the 10 to the 9.
Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good first down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on first down, you're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
Now Tua. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And the Dolphins are looking at 1st and goal as he's tackled all the way down at the 2-yard line. Here's Tua. Jalen Wright, a 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Dolphins go up by 2 touchdowns. Extra point up and good by Sanders. Lead is up to 15 now. So that one a 13-play drive in total. And it winds up in 6 points for the Dolphins. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. New England's offense set to go. They've probably got some adjustments to make because they've moved the football okay at times, but they haven't been able to get anything consistently going, have they?
What you worry about is it almost turns into a basketball game where one team's coming down and hitting threes, and you're coming back and getting twos, and you steadily lose ground. In this situation, you're talking about touchdowns to field goals. They want to put in the end zone and put those sixes on the board.
Yeah, they've been settling. That's why they're down on the scoreboard right now. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. They'll set up to throw. Out right to Bourne. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
When you struggle on offense, you're looking for anything possible to get you going. Sometimes you do it like basketball teams that don't normally press. You put a press on, bring people to life, make them move a little bit quicker. Maybe that'll help them as they head towards the half.
That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit. Now they need 15 yards on this series after the delay of game. 1st and 15. He'll look to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Stevenson. And he is going to lose yardage here. The completion, but they go in the wrong direction. A loss of yards, and now they're dealing with a 2nd and long. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. To the sideline, and that is a heck of a catch as he was able to get both feet in. A yard all they need, but it's 3rd down. They'll look to throw again. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Jordan Brooks able to record his 5th sack of the season. Here's Bryce Behringer now. 46 on his first kick. This one in that neighborhood as well. Taking it about the 16. That'll go as a punt of 42, 7 on the return. And they will take over 1st and 10. Devon Achane of the offense ready to go once again. And he's well on his way to a 100-yard game. He's already more than halfway there. We're only in the 2nd quarter.
And what I've always loved about running backs is they'll tell you, I had no idea how many yards I had.
Right.
Those guys have an innate sense of where they are in a ball game and how many yards they've accumulated because you know they're always working towards 100.
He's been working well towards 100 here. The ball on the 32. It's 2nd and 2. Up the middle, Achane. And he'll just keep 2 hands on the football as he'll be taken down after a short pickup. They can muster only a yard there, and they'll be left with a 3rd and very short. One more time, they'll keep it on the ground. And they're going to take a timeout defensively. So with fourth down coming up, they go ahead and burn it and say we'll see what happens. So on fourth down, here's Jake Bailey to punt for the Dolphins. He was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. With it is Jackson. So we've come upon halftime here in Week 17. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, we'll get back to you two in a bit. For now, plenty of early game action around the NFL to get you caught up on, so let's get to it. We'll get started over at the Superdome in New Orleans. And they are seconds away from halftime, all tied in that one. From there, we'll make the trip down to Indianapolis to check on the Colts at home at Lucas Oil Stadium. And they've got the lead in their ball game over the visiting Cincinnati Bengals. 2 touchdown passes there for Anthony Richardson. Finally, let's get up to the place they call Titletown, Green Bay, Wisconsin, to see what's happening with the Packers. As you can see the score there in the second quarter. Keenan Allen, 2 touchdown catches on the afternoon. The highlights are fairly one-sided to this point. It's a 2-touchdown difference here at the break, but I wouldn't call this one over just yet. I think there could still be some fireworks yet to come. Our 2 teams making their final preparations for the second half. And as they do, we send it back out to Foxborough, where we rejoin Brandon and Charles.
And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. The Dolphins offense and receiver Jalen Waddle getting set for this next possession. And he's very much alive in the race for most receiving yards by a wideout this year. Currently ranked second in the NFL at this point in the season. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And this will be caught at the 30. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. Devon Achane, his second TD of the game and 18th of the year. And the Dolphins come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the third quarter. Sanders on for the extra point. He's got it, and the lead swells. It's 28-6. Those are the kind of drives they like on offense, from the coordinator to the quarterback, the line, everybody. 1-play drive and into the end zone for 6. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. The Patriot offense heading back out as we take a look at the playoff picture in the AFC. Well, including this week, 3 weeks remain in the regular season, Charles, and it is going to be interesting to see how this playoff picture sorts itself out before we head into the postseason.
Competitive, entertaining postseason, that's what we're always striving for. I think we get it during the regular season, too, because you never know how things are going to go during the final weeks of the season. Every team pulling out all the stops to get a better seed or just to get one of those 7 seeds at the table.
They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. From the shotgun, May with it. Oh, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going. The Patriots send out their punter as he's on to kick it away. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. The call for a fair catch, and it's made at about the 23-yard line. The visitors' offense and Tua Tagovailoa headed back out onto the field. And as we show you some of the highlights from earlier, he has been instrumental in getting his guys the lead as he looks to finish strong and close this one out. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive.
Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
And he'll be brought down here at the 28.
Now a 3rd and 6.
Back to throw. Eluding the pressure right.
He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
The Dolphins will send out the punter now as he'll kick it away for the second time. And a fair catch called for and made just inside the 35-yard line. It'll wind up just a 35-yard punt, no return, and the Patriots take over. Here's May. He finds Douglas complete. So the completion good for 7 there. And it'll be second down.
And his play caller does a nice job of giving him an easy throw to start this drive, and he takes advantage of it. The completion sets up a manageable second down.
From the 41, here's 2nd and 3.
Back to throw here. Short pass caught by Henry.
And Henry's going to pick up a Patriots first down as he'll take this up close to midfield.
That'll go as a pickup of 8. 5th catch of the game for him there.
Yeah, and the tight end position is now becoming a volume pass catcher. Used to be occasional, right? Safety valve. Throw one to him every so often, but mainly they want him out there to block. Nowadays, an integral part of the passing game, and they create such great mismatches that they often become the leading receiver.
So the completion results there in 9 yards, and they'll have a 2nd and 1 forthcoming.
To the right side, this is Stevenson.
And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. 2 yards the loss, and now they go from 2nd and 2 to a tough 3rd and 4. He'll look to throw.
That's to the right sideline, and it falls incomplete.
The Patriots send out their punter as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. And this will be up to the ruling of the side judge here. He says it crossed out of bounds at the 16-yard line. The Dolphins offense now working their way back onto the field.
And as we look back at how we got here, you'll notice a common theme in these highlights. A lot of yardage through the air. The passing game has been sharp right from the outset. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there. Was a quick 3-and-out, then they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going. I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up, not that time. And a nice move will yield nothing as he's stopped behind the line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
Backed up here, tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first.
And it's going to be incomplete. He was able to catch it there on the right sideline, but out of bounds.
And now the red flag out on the field. We'll have a challenge forthcoming. And we'll get a moment here as they look this one over.
Yeah, remember now, the call on the field is what they'll stick with unless they have clear video evidence to the contrary. And I give these officials a lot of credit. Such a tough and demanding job. You and I both know that. Yeah, they make the right call way more often than they get it wrong.
So that challenge not successful there, and that's going to cost him the first of his timeouts.
And now a fair catch called for and taken just outside the 40-yard line. It'll be a 39-yard punt, no return.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. They'll run with Stevenson to begin the drive. Able to power through. And he's across midfield and into Miami territory. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down. Again, it's Stevenson. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. And now a pause, it looks like. Patriot injured on the play. Stevenson now on 1st and 10. And good work there in open space. And he's got this all the way down now to the 32. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Up the middle, here's Stevenson. And he's able to motor his way down to the 16-yard line. 49 yards rushing for him now as he's run it 11 times. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Straight ahead, it's Stevenson. And after the good gain last play, this time they say, as he's going to be stopped behind the line of scrimmage. Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Now this complete to Polk. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the 1st down. They'll throw with May. Under pressure now, and he's going to go down. Sack back around the 8. Multiple players getting home for the 1-yard sack. Folk's kick is good, and the deficit falls under 20 now. It's a 19-point game. So his 3rd field goal of the ball game brings him a bit closer, but there's no question they need to start turning some of these 3s into 6s.
And 7s, and probably even 8s. You know, as a kicker, you just head out when you're called upon, so he's done his job. It's the rest of the offense that needs to get it in gear. They want to close this gap.
And he'll be stopped up at the 25. The visitors' offense and their quarterback ready to go once more. And he had it going in the first half, that's for sure. He's really had his way with his secondary. They've been powerless to stop him, and he'll look to keep it rolling right here. 1st down Miami as they get set to start the drive. Here's Tagovailoa to throw. Throwing middle, and it's complete. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. They'll run out of the gun with Wright. They juked him. And he'll have a Dolphins 1st down as he's got this up to the 40-yard line. He's tackled at the 40-yard line. A gain of 9 yards. 1st down. Tua sets up to pass it. And a quick throw here, that's complete. It'll go down as a gain of 6, and that'll make it 2nd down. Tua going to give this to Wright. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A big chunk on the ground there, 27 yards. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Back now in Foxborough. It's Dolphin football. It's also Dolphin lead to begin quarter number 4. Looking to pass. Tua. The throwing left sideline there, but it's incomplete.
So it looks like they still have some fight in them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But this defense gets 2 more stops. They can keep them out of that area.
On the give, this is Wright.
home for a Dolphins touchdown. Jalen Wright with his 9th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Dolphins are on their way to a 13th win on the year as they add on to their lead. Extra point up and good by Sanders, and that will bump the lead up to 26. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. Fighting through at the 25. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. And the Patriots gearing up to go now. Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory, but it does not appear that that's going to be the case. There's too much to handle on the other side in this one. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. Now a 2nd and 10. To throw, it's May. That's Bourne. Got it on the slant. And he's going to be down at the 35. Gain of 7. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
They set up the screen for Stevenson.
And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. They call it a loss of a yard there. And that's going to bring up a 4th down.
I love the intelligence the defense just showed there. Read their keys, saw the screen developing, ran to it, and smothered it. What a 3rd down stop by them.
And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Patriots come up empty on 4th down. And the Dolphins get the football in great field position.
Now Achane on 1st and 10.
And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
This offense has had a lot to like in this game. I don't know that last play, though, is going to make the highlight reel.
It's not going to make the highlight reel, but it will be the focus of the film session that the team has to sit through. I've sat through those before. Never any fun. You're always excited about your good plays, and they actually fast forward through those. All right, that was good. All right, great. They get to the bad ones and really illuminate them. Not cool.
Historically, this is such a tough, loud venue, but you can hear a pin drop right now. A lot of fans long gone, not used to seeing a lopsided score like this.
And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
2nd and 7 from the 20. Achane here, they stay on the ground.
And it's still about 3 yards shy of a first as the 4-yard pickup brings it to 3rd down.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. On 3rd down, Achane.
And they're going to lose some on this play. Being knocked back to the 18. Sanders' kick is good. And the Dolphins will add on to their lead.
So after 5 touchdowns offensively, hey, maybe it's time to get the kicker a little. He's able to connect there.
I love that empathetic side of you. You're worried about him getting some action, getting to be a part of the game. Well, he got in and got it done.
And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30.
The Patriot offense now set to come back out onto the field.
Facing a big 4th quarter deficit here, things not looking good. You know, this offense, though, they've been in the top half of the NFL so far this season, but in this one, well, their defense has really struggled.
And they'll wind up getting this to the 37, gain of 9.
2nd down and a little more than a yard here.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. He finds his man, complete. That's Douglas. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. That goes as a gain of 11 and a Patriot first down. Throwing here is May. Setting up a screen for Stevenson. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 37-yard line. Douglas, the man in motion. Boy, and now they can't even get a play off.
Delay of game, offense.
The offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted.
So a little bit of a stiffer challenge now. 1st and 15 following the delay of game. Looking to throw. May. Short pass caught by Henry. So just 3 yards on the completion there. And it'll be 2nd down. To the air, May. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. The Patriot passing game is rolling. They've got another first down.
And with this game well in hand, perhaps we are seeing the coverage lighten up a little bit as they got burned there a bit for a first down.
But we certainly know the coach isn't happy along the sideline because he certainly wants them to finish this one out the way they started it. He doesn't want to give up any soft completions, no late points. He wants his lead to stay right where it is.
Throw left side complete. That's Douglas. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. He was unable to shake free there. They'll cover him for a loss of a yard.
It looked like the defense, they were ready for that one.
Really left him almost no room to work after catching the ball. He could throw every move in the book at him. They were there, and they tackle him for a loss.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. Again, he'll drop to throw.
Throw right side, going to be taken in by Henry.
And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another first down.
From the gun, it's May.
And it's caught. Touchdown, Patriots. Hunter Henry, an 11-yard touchdown.
And the Patriots are finally into the end zone here in this 4th quarter.
Extra point up and good by Folk. And that'll cut the lead down now to 22. So that one, an 8-play drive. It spans 75 yards. And it ends with a New England touchdown. And the Dolphins are going to recover. Now they're down big here in the 4th. They had to try the onside kick. Can't fault them for the effort at least.
No, you can't at all. And if nothing else, now you've put something that you're trying to practice, right, that you've worked on into a game situation, and now you can go back and dissect it. So if you need it again sometime, maybe you'll find a better way to do it. But, yeah, this game's pretty much done for them.
And they'll go right back to right.
And he'll go down at the 28.
And his fine afternoon on the ground continues. That last run going to put him over 100 yards for the ball game.
Coming up to the line, and they will need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning.
They'll run on first down with Wright.
And he'll be taken down just shy of the red zone at the 21.
107 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Dolphins have it as we welcome you back in. And the scoreboard on their side, they're just looking to melt away these final couple of minutes and put this one in the left-hand column.
A give up the middle to Wright. And some determined running there as he'll pick his way down to the 12-yard line.
A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Dolphins first down.
They'll work the middle here with Wright.
And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown.
Jalen Wright, a 12-yard touchdown run. And the Dolphins have opened up a 4-touchdown lead here in the fourth.
Sanders now to add the extra point. And that'll push the lead up to 29 now. 5 plays there on that drive. And it was capped off by a 12-yard touchdown run. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. Oh, good return up past the 30.
New England trying to get a place on offense. Well, CD, it's all window dressing at this point. I mean, the best they can do is in the game with a nice drive to maybe build some momentum to move forward into their next contest.
Yeah, with how lopsided this game has been, even one score might not do a lot of cosmetic good on the scoreboard, partner, because it's just about looking forward at this point. Get a touchdown here, give yourself some positive momentum and reps to focus on when you get back to practice in the next couple of days.
Here's a 2nd and 7. He finds his man complete. It's Douglas. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Over the middle, and there's a diving catch. So a victory here for the Miami Dolphins. And you look back over the score sheet, interesting. A very clean game, no turnovers by either side.
An absolute rarity when we watch games now because defenses have put such an emphasis on taking the ball away. Well, what we saw here was offenses spending their time saying, look, you know they're coming for it. Ball security is paramount. So they worked on that, not just a week of practice, but I'm sure all during training camp. Make sure when you have it, tuck it away because danger lurks everywhere you turn.
So for Miami,
they run their record to 13-3 now on the year.
So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.